What's up, my name is Angel and today this is a tutorial on the aerial. Check it out. So this trick looks super fun. It's one of the first flips I ever learned. Hopefully with the tips I give you, you will get it as quick as possible. Now there are two different types of aerials. There is the tricking aerial, which is a little bit easier because it's a little bit off axis. And there's the gymnastics aerial, which is more harder because it's more over the top. I'm going to be teaching you the tricking aerial because it's a little easier. And it will also help you build up to the gymnastics aerial. Now these moves are not required, but they can help you either way. That is a cartwheel, a butterfly kick, and some decent flexibility. Also make sure you learn this on somewhere safe like grass that's like right next to me, or if you have mats, do it on there so you won't hurt yourself. Now I do the flip to the left. If you're going to do this the other way, do everything I say opposite. Step one is going to be the wind up. So you're going to have your legs spread out a little bit past shoulder width. You're going to wind up by having your arms go back to the opposite side of where you're going to go. Also the weight needs to be on the kicking leg. Step two is the dip. After your arms are caught back to the opposite side, you're going to shift your weight from your kicking leg to your jumping leg. While that's happening, you're going to dip your chest down and make sure it's close to your jumping leg as much as possible, which will help you create that aerial shape. And make sure you're also pivoting on your toes. Now make sure your eyes stay looking at the ground this whole entire time. If you even try to look up during the flip, you will most likely die. Do not do that, alright? Okay, now step three is going to be the actual jump. So, what you're going to do with your arms, since I go left, my left arm is going to go down and up. But make sure it goes down and up behind your jumping leg. And my right arm, think about the second arm, whichever one it is going to do like a hook punch like in boxing. And after it does that hook punch across, it's going to then open up. Think about like opening up your armpit like this. Your back leg is then going to kick. Make sure you kick back and up as hard as you can. The harder you kick, the more faster you'll get around. While all that is happening, you're going to jump as hard as you can. Make sure you're jumping from the toes. If you don't jump as hard as you can, you're not going to get around as much faster. So make sure you jump. Practice doing the drill that I'm showing you right now, where I'm going through the motions and I'm doing everything all together. Also, if you notice, I push my hips back when I kick. That's gonna help me generate a lot more power and height when I do the aerial. Now step four is the actual flip. Now this part is crucial. It's after you kick your leg up, after you push off of the ground, it's all in your legs. Your legs gotta move fast when you do it. The moment that they start to slow down, you're going to fall. Also, make sure your eyes are still spotting the ground. They have to. It helps you stay safe. Now, step six is the actual landing. With every flip, you have to land on the balls of your feet, so that way you'll stay safe. If you land flat-footed, or if you land a little too hard, you're gonna hurt your back. And also, make sure your chest has to be up when you land, so that way you can save yourself some back pain, and it will help you transition into other moves. Now with that, that's the tricking aerial. Now let's move on to the gymnastics aerial, alright? With the formal gymnastics aerial, since you're facing forward or like you're running forward, you're going to have to twist your body in order to face back. In order to make your tricking aerial into a gymnastics aerial, there are a few things. First arm that's coming down and up, make sure instead of having your arm coming down and up behind your jumping leg, you're going to have your arm go in front of your jumping leg. Your second arm does the same thing like in the tricking aerial. It does the hook punch across and it opens up. And that will help you twist your body in order to face backwards. Also, since you're running into this, this tip also applies to the tricking aerial. Make sure you are blocking. Blocking is a term where you transfer your forward momentum into height. In the aerial, you are going to have your chest back and have your foot in front of your chest. You're going to have your foot in front of your chest, and that will enable you to get higher. If you have your chest going past your jumping leg, you are going to travel. You will most likely have to catch yourself on the way down, and that's not going to work. Make sure your chest is back and your foot, your jumping foot, is in front, so that way you can get around a lot easier. Now that is the tutorial on both the tricking aerial and the gymnastics aerial. If you have any other questions, comment down below, or you can send me your attempts on my Instagram. I'll have it up here. Hopefully this tutorial will help you. Make sure you train safe. Make sure you wash your hands too, because we are still in quarantine. Don't rush, stay safe, and that's about it.